Okay, well, when I came here in 1959, the base was already built because they started in 1953. And all the old buildings that were constructed back then are still there now, except the ones that they're tearing down. They're being demolished and not refurbished. What they're doing is building new buildings. So the base is like a new base now. But when I worked there, everything was there, just the buildings got old and now they got new construction. I worked in the Navy. When I first came here in 1959, I started off in aeronautics. I was flying. We took off in an R-4D aircraft, 2-engine plane, to go to Madrid every day at 9 o'clock in the morning. And what we did, we picked up the mail and brought the mail back to Rota for distribution. And later, that was taken on by a company called Ferries. Ferries now, and for many years, has been going to Madrid to pick up the mail and bring it back to the sailors and the civilians employed on that space at Rota, Spain. We say Rota, Spain. We don't say Rota, Cadiz. Rota, Spain. There were some differences. I remember I was walking off base. I walked down to Rota, down to the La Costilla, the area. It's very popular then, and it's still popular now. And I saw some donkeys, about 8 donkeys, and a man was loading those donkeys with sand. And then the donkeys would, he would tap them, and they would take off on their own, going to a construction site. And I said, wow, how could those donkeys do? I had never seen any donkeys before. I had seen mules and horses, but donkeys? And those donkeys were so intelligent, they could go from one site to another on their own. I said, ooh. And the old man who did that is still here. His name is Sambo. And sometimes I go to see him. He's old like I am. He's not working with donkeys anymore. He's retired. And what those donkeys did, they would haul dirt and sand from the beach to areas in the Molino for construction. And they had another group of donkeys that was working from Rio Salado in El Puerto, close to the gate in El Puerto. And they would be loaded down with sand and escombro or whatever they needed. And they would take it to the base for construction on the base, because they used sand from salty water then, because they didn't know that that was bad for humidity. So the sand from the sea in Rio Salado was very important back then, but now it's prohibited. They can't use that. But those donkeys, instead of large dump trucks, those donkeys would haul that sand to the base, and I thought that was very amazing. To me, it was very amazing, and I still talk to the old man named Sambo about those donkeys. He tells me all about them because he was the donkey man.